Today we are playing a 4-color Maverick list. Let's get into it. I've played a number of Abzan decks in the past, and I really like White of the Reliquary. I'm surprised that every Maverick player that doesn't play Bayou doesn't play White. Um, so what I like about this is it is a little bit of everything that I want to play, and there's a few exceptions, and I get to play some new cards. Okay, so I'm not playing Sylvan, I'm playing Once. Once Upon a Time in a 13 other spell kind of build, because it counts Grist as an other, is like pretty nice to have. It is high in lands. I do foresee myself in certain matchups trimming some dorks. But what we have is 8 proactive 1-drops that I'm happy about, and 4 green Sun Zenith. So a total of 12, right? We have 1 bird, 2 reclaimers, 2 ignoble, 2 noble, 1 safekeeper, and the 4 green Sun Zenith. So, yo, good to see you. Just seen your message on Discord. I was about to log on. Figured I'd hit you after. So what I like about this list is it enables me to play these low to the ground spells at 12, which is, I think, something that's really important. One of the things about the Saga Maverick, the Punishing Maverick list that I play, is I really can't. Then what it enables me to do is to run, since I have my 14 turn 1 Greenlands, it enables me to play some cool tech lands, right? So we have my 14 here. I'm pretty much trading 2 Saga in for 1 Talon Gate and 1 Grafdigger, or sorry, 1 Gaia's Cradle. And I'm leaning on just 2 Saga, and instead of having to have 3 Saga slots, which would have been like, say, a Pithing Needle or a Haywire Might, depending on how I'm feeling. Since I'm only playing 2, I feel fine playing 2 targets, and then more in the sideboard. Yeah. The thing is, I originally thought I was going to play 3 Reclaimer, 3 White, and 3 Knight. And what happened was I wanted to try Frenzied, and I wanted to try Ice Till, and I wanted to have an additional tap to add, and I don't like Horizon Canopy. So this is probably more of a me thing, but let's get into the Taiga. I could run a 3rd Savannah. I could run a 3rd Bayou. I could run something like a 2nd Basic Forest, or a Horizon Canopy, or the Black Horizon Canopy Land, whatever the heck that is. But I'm not. And some people will look at this and go, you're not running a Surveil land. Well, Surveil lands do not let you play a turn 1 spell. So that was not an option. So I don't like running 3 Savannah. I don't like running 3 Bayou. I definitely don't like running 3 Forest, or 2 Forest. So I just said, fuck it, I'm running a Taiga, and I'm running a Moloch. And then when I added that Taiga, I was like, all right, what about Pyroblast? And here we are. It is really hard for me, once I go into that 4th color, to not just stop it at 1 Moloch, or to not just stop it at 1 Grist. It's so hard for me not to go like, well, I'm already running it, so let's up it to more cool spells. Okay, the Safekeeper could have been 3rd Reclaimer as well, but I didn't want to run 3 Reclaimer and 2 White, 2 Knight. A little bit of that is on me. I don't like Reclaimer very much, but I want the low to the curve stuff. And if I'm already playing a bog, and if I'm already playing a Talon Gate, it seems pretty good. If I up it to 3 Reclaimers, then I feel like I ought to up it to 4 Reclaimers and ditch the Gaia's Cradle in exchange for Flagstones. I think Cradle is good enough for Reclaimer, but I think if you're going to go for Reclaimer, you ought to be on Flagstones. And then once you start going into that Flagstones direction, you start considering things like Echoing Deeps, you start considering cards like Dark Depths, you start considering cards that Yavimaya, perhaps, to help Knight do some cool stuff. And it's so hard to know when to stop. So I'm stopping at 2 Reclaimers, mostly because I don't want to run 6 Dorks, because Reanimate is a very real deck, and because I already have the Gate, I already have the Bayou, or the Jukabog. It can fix your mana, not that you really want to use it to do that. It can get you Wastelands, not that you really want to do that. And Saga, I think, is really, really good with it. I'm favoring a Shadow Spear today over a Lava Spur Boots. I think that is a meta call. I'm not too sure. So typically in the Punishing Maverick list, I go Shadow Spear, and typically when I run the Cats, Scythe Cat Club, I go for Lava Spur Boots. Here, I couldn't make up my mind, so I think I'm going to lead with Shadow Spear, just because I've liked it more often. Having Sylvan Library in my deck usually was one of the things I would talk to myself about Shadow Spear being in for it. Haste is valuable. Like, let's just say, you give way to the Reliquary haste and Ward 1, you feel much safer, But Shadow Spear is the sort of card that lets you come back into the game when you were losing. So you were losing the race to some deck with Murktide, and then now you put Shadow Spear on top of a Construct or on top of a White of the Reliquary, and then suddenly you're back in the race. I think it's just going to be situational. I think I'd probably go Lava Spur Boots if I didn't already register this after talking about it out loud. But here we are. I don't think I should be running all of these search targets in my sideboard when I'm only on 2 Saga. But it's kind of hard to say no. Pithing Needle, I think, is defensible on its own. Ghost Vacuum, I think, is defensible on its own. Nile Spellbomb is defensible on its own. Haywire Might is probably the worst one. But the cool thing about Haywire Might is it is a creature. I am playing Once Upon a Time, so I'm keeping it in this. Instead of a 3rd Endurance, I'm running a Scavenging Ooze. I'm calling it my backup Keen-Eyed Curator. What has happened to me in the past against the Reanimate deck is the games go long, they kill your Keen-Eyed Curator, and then you have a Green Sun on 2, and you don't have an answer to Reanimate that turn. So let's just say you're worried that they're going to go Entomb, Reanimate the next turn. If you get a Reclaimer or you get a White, this thing has to be, not have Summoning Sickness in order to get you your Bog. And Keen-Eyed is not like that. Same with Scavenging Ooze. So this is kind of my backup. I think I'm much worse against Oops with that decision than I would be. Or sorry, Scooz is much worse than Endurance for the Oops matchup. But, the 20% of the meta is Reanimate, and, 5% of the meta is Oops or something. So, all right, that's enough yakety yak yak yak. This. I'm gonna play this song here. It was kind of funny. This was a song. I remember my brother bought this album. My brother's a few years older than me, 3 years older than me. And I remember listening to it just as a kid. And it's funny, I listen to the lyrics now. And I'm like, I was listening to some stuff I had no idea about. you know? And like, it just kind of makes me laugh. There was a reason why my mom and dad weren't too happy about it. Yo, good to see you, Lich. How you doing? Cool. As a keep, I think it's going to be turn 1 by you. Yeah, I've been liking it. I don't think it's every Maverick list, but I think if you run Saga, I think it's worth a shot. I think we just lost. I think Commercial District is typically Bryant Cook's deck. So I think we just accept the L here, more or less. Yeah, pretty mad. Really bad start for me to go against a Lion's Eye Diamond deck turn. Yeah. There's going to be Entomb or worse. Hey, Ben. Beseech. I hate it. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I really I definitely hate that deck. Don't think I want the ooze. I think it's just I'm not gonna have the mana for that. So it's my time to shine. Yeah. A lot of unfair decks. Go do some. Tough call here. I think it's Caracas. Not that I like going down on lands, but I think that's probably the move. We're in big trouble here though. Oh. Yeah, I mean, the problem is LED. They can mold a 2 and go LED wheel, and that's it. You know, so it's really Leyline, and then the fact that the Reanimate deck Leyline isn't that good because you don't want to just mull to Leyline. It's a pretty lousy place to be, you know? Like, you know, just over. So it's like, do you just play Leyline or you die, you know? Here's Echo. And like, it's pretty stupid that I can't the way flashback works with LED. You know, so that's that. What's funny too is I redraw the bog. That's also like pretty infuriating. Not that it matters, but yeah. Thoughtseize is decent, but if you're on the draw, you just lose, you know? So that's like the problem. And then sometimes too, like, you know, you Thoughtseize, they draw, you draw, they draw, you draw, they draw, you draw, they kill you. So it's really like deafening silence is like this sort of card. But the real answer is in order to beat a deck like this, if you play 4 ley line, you're in good shape. Yeah, I'm streaming, baby. Okay, I'll be upstairs in like a minute, okay? Exactly. Sometimes, but see the way like endurance also does something sometimes. But I wouldn't have had the opportunity there. And it doesn't look like they're gonna pass. I mean, Pyroblast, maybe it just mold a Pyroblast. But yeah, we're dead. I had 0 agency. I mean, yeah. There we go. All right, I will be right back. To help Alexis out real quick. Always just play modern. Yeah, probably. So that was frustrating. Um, yeah, this is a good one. Street Struck. There was another one I heard recently, and it wasn't one of the ones that I was listening to as a young kid. Um, it was Times is Hard. Driver, yo, good to see you. After this match, I gotta run back upstairs and give my girl a shot. She just got what the hell is it called? Surgery. That's what it's called. And yeah, she's gonna need it. Oh geez, yeah, I wish. It ain't none of that. So I think converting Saga to Cradle is an option. Yeah, just give her a bottle upstairs. She just had surgery, and it's like frustrating because she's not able to do a lot of things on her own. And it puts like a lot of extra stuff on me to make sure she's okay. Okay. But they. So this is a little bit tough here, huh? I think we still do it. We convert this into a fetch, and let's see what they do. Oh, well, I didn't know that. That makes sense for the time, too. It's a bad draw. I mean, we let them get a clue. I think so, too. I really think they should have wasted when my Reclaimer was tapped, or when my Windswept Heath was tapped. Pretty surprised. I think I'm gonna go for it here. They can daze, but then they'll waste the fetch. Okay, fine. That sucks. Really weird game, huh? Yeah. Was I gonna draw a land? Nope. Oh, Billy. Okay. Well, we got lucky. This is another thing when people talk about like this deck beats that deck, and this deck's win percentage is this against that deck. It's interesting, but the player is so important. And I don't know how they would really, unless they had like ELO or whatever, you know, to measure good players. But I really believe it. I really do believe that the the player is an extremely important thing in Legacy. I just feel like I'm just so close to teetering around like hate the player, not the game. You know, like I'm just like right on the tip of that, and I'm not saying it. Whatever that stupid line is, I think I'm gonna go for the one bird. It's like, yeah, oh, I get it. Hate the format, not the game. Plays modern. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you had the best players playing, no, you're gonna get much different results than just like people who are like, hey, you know, I play a little modern, I play a little legacy, and then hey, you know what? I'm playing legacy today. Let's play these cards, you know? It's gonna be way different than just like somebody who's like the legacy nerd, you know? Even the matchups that I like hate, like I really don't like the Stompy deck as an example. A good player on the Stompy deck is terrifying. Yeah, it's just the way it is sometimes, huh? Is this Bowmaster? That'd be a bummer. Oh, they have A and the B. Are you kidding me? I mean, I guess I keep playing, but like, it's pretty fucking corny. Wasteland, probably. And I think I lose this matchup because I fetched basic. Mm-hmm. I think that's a mo. It's a keep. Probably the cradle. Man, that's actually kind of hard. I feel like it's night, but maybe it's okay. So Caracas is good because of Tamiel. Reen is good because it'll let me cast my endurance. This is a scrub land. Saga is good, but I can't play it until turn 3, most likely. It's probably... I'm gonna go with that. That was not easy. There's a lot of mana in this deck. I think there's half of the deck is lands. And I think I'm going to wind up using this endurance early. I think I made the right choice here. We'll see, though. They'll probably take the white. If I knew that was coming, then maybe Saga was the move. Yeah. Best top deck here is second white. Or maybe Scavenging Ooze, or I wouldn't even mind a Saga here. I'd probably play it turn 2, though. Turn 3, rather. Hey, Pasta, good to see you. Oh yeah, we got to go for that. I'm thinking it's Bird. Do not go chasing waterfalls. But I just lost to Entomb Storm. Probably a Fatal Push, maybe a Tameo. Oddseize, yeah. Yada him a. Right. Bam. The Thoughtseize glitch. Hey, Harry, good to see you. Yeah, I'm definitely sick of it. If they just A and the B here, I lose with days back up. Just gotta hope it doesn't happen. If I untap with Knight, I have a very good chance of winning. Worst case here, I think, is crack fetch fatal push. Yeah, yeah, that. I'm not even sure what that is, Harry. Um, I think we play around Murktide here. And then with endurance on the stack, I consider a wasteland. Or sorry, with the trigger of endurance on the stack, I consider a wasteland. Okay. Force, pitch brazen. Um, did we waste? End of turn, probably Allen Gate. There we go. That's the card I needed. Ponder, sure. It might just be Urza's Saga. Like, Knight is only a 3/3. Could be Gaia's Cradle. Probably Saga, though. Would be funny if they, like, attacked. Okay. I think we bog. Gotcha. I actually added that to my Spotify. Jug Jug. Yeah, Harane's song requests are like a million billion points. I get a net a card here. That's actually okay. Of course. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna win this game. Oh wow, okay. It is a steep cost. Okay. I think I win target game. Pretty good chance here. Not a bad draw either. All right. Time for some Fortnite. I'm going to name my deck Fortnite so the kids will actually watch my stream, I think. Yeah. Do I go for the waste here? Yes. This is good music. This is good stuff here. I think I'm gonna get marbles now, and I think that'll work out because I gotta give my girl her shot at 9. And I know her. If I give it to her 15 minutes early, she's gonna be like, "It said 9." She's not gonna take the shot. So this will probably work. This is a good song. Harry spent his hard-earned 500 channel points, you know, and I can't deny. Exclamation point, play. If you're a Fortnite gamer. It's almost over. It'll, yeah. 10 seconds here. So, my buddy, Strifo, one of the people who I think inspired me a lot on Twitch, would pretty much have free for all on his song requests. Like you just press like I think it's like exclamation point song and then post a link, and he had it set up so it would just play whatever the hell. And of course, you know, somebody is like, oh, let's listen to Pearl Jam or something like that. And then you get some of that. But then after that, it's like the worst songs ever, you know, where like Roxanne, like the Sting, you know, the Police song, but like only the words rocks, or like just like the dumbest shit. And it's almost like a race to the bottom, because when somebody was like, oh, you think that's stupid, here's a song that we used to play when I was a kid, and you know, and then you have like Wesley Willis and like stupid shit, you know, like the I bet you nowadays, you're, you know, if he streams, I'm pretty sure you'd probably get some Costco guy songs. Big Iron in alphabetical order, that one's a banger too. um and yeah, I think for me, that's why I put the 500 points. Also, Achilles 27 was 500 points too. I kind of was inspired by him on that, but it also does give me a little bit of agency, because I have had people like purposely play songs that I don't like. And I think like a little bit of that's okay, but like I don't want it to like I, you know, just be like punishing. I think once in a while it's funny, you know, but I think like an entire song of like just like purposely bad songs can be tough, and like I got to listen to it too, you know. Um yeah. Yeah, that too. So exclamation point play in chat if you want to play. We got 8 players here, really 7. The winner will get a code for 120 play points that they can redeem on MTGO. I'm going to get started at 51 minutes after the hour. I think there are some places that are on the half hour and some places that are on the 15-minute, according to my buddy Ben. But I think most of us will understand. We'll be on the same page. Probably some like weird places. So yeah, at 51, and then I'm gonna go upstairs, give my girl a shot, and then I'll be back down. Like even the song that's about to play right now, "The Bad Touch" by Bloodhound Gang. That is like a song like from like, I'm gonna play it, but like this is like close to being like a troll song, you know? That's one too. Like I think since they banned uh Psychic Frog, that maybe I should get rid of, but it's just so absurd I keep it. All right. Mables. Looks like Pasta's in the lead. Go Rizza. Good to see you. Yeah, like I remember growing up, like this would be on MTV or TRL. Probably not TRL. Maybe TRL. The Box was another one that would just play music videos, and this was like one of the funnier ones. Like, they're talking about sex, and I'm a teenager, and I'm not supposed to talk about it. Yeah, song is straight gas. Yeah. I think some of the I'll call it like Gen Z slang or Gen Alpha slang, like, you know, that song goes hard, and it's like a shitty song. It does make me laugh. Yogg in the lead. Uh-oh. Harry usually doesn't. Oh, there it is. Harry's song requests are usually not like oh, Yogg dead. Strass Daddy's dead. Lich is dead. Angork is alive. Sorry. I guess so. Yeah, this is a weird one. It's like raining too. It's looking like Mangork. Yeah, Mangork. Oh, everybody died except Fateless Harry and myself, or and Mangork. Rigged. Gonna send you a message. I don't know if have you won before, Mangork? Yeah, you have. Cool. I send you a code. And then I gotta give Alexis a shot. And then I will be back down for the additional games. I will be sure to complain a lot when I lose to a combo deck, which is not great. That's something I have been doing. Won twice, awesome. Yeah, I just messaged you. Oh, wait. Yo, do me a favor. Don't redeem. Oh shit. The bottom one, okay? Please. I'll send it again. That one, okay? I think the other ones are probably expired, but I accidentally pasted too much. So please do not reveal or redeem the other ones. They probably won't work anyway. But yeah, I just sent that to you. Okay. Let's get the song, and then after that, I'm gonna head upstairs. It is 1 minute. It's gonna be extremely obnoxious. Yeah, it sounds like a song that would get played on a Kalis stream. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Kind of weird how they just give them to you and just say, "Watch a YouTube video." Yeah, yeah. All right, I will be right back. Gotta back in like maybe 3 minutes. He tasked me out. I'm sorry. Yo, good to see you. Okay. Fun fact about this Daft Punk song: the singer is really not a well-known singer, but he is extremely well-known in the UK as a producer and DJ who basically invented the genre of UK garage. Todd Edwards. In Britain, they call him Todd the God. Yeah, this is a this album, like I think the Daft Punk album that had that hit One More Time really got me into them. Then I went back and listened to some of their older stuff, and then as time went on, I listened to their stuff as it was coming out. Really do like them. But yeah, Babe gave me a bunch of tasks when I went up there. She didn't care. Hey, can you move my laundry for me? And she's fucking can't really walk very well, so I get it. And then it was a bunch of other things. Yeah, I thought so too. I remember kind of hearing it, and we kind of like laughed at it as kids because it was like so goofy. And then really liked it afterwards. That's true. Yeah, that's right. All those songs came out that were like these like blue looking Smurfy people. Okay. I think we huck the boy. Oh, that's the lore? Alright, we lose. Neat game. Do they have lattice now or something? Liquid metal coating? Okay, yeah, we're in trubs. I think it's this. Oh, cool. My dad would do that too. Like my dad would like show me music that he loved growing up. Oh yeah, we're in big trubs. Oh, I grabbed the wrong land. Yeah, we lose. We were gonna die anyway, but just does it. Take out the grave stuff. Bug. Probably Shadow Spear, not too good. And then after that, it gets a little harder. I'm trying to think of some of those. Face to Face was another really good one. Digital Love might have been my favorite one on that album. It's corny as hell, but some girl I liked, I told her it was our song. That's like your friend should beat you up. Aerodynamic, yeah. Your friend should beat you up when you say that. Yo, that's me and your song. And then they just yell the F word at you. All right. Get it together, Mark. We're playing Magic here. You can't be talking about that. Reclaimer turn 1 and then Frenzy. Ooh, I said that was me and Britney's song. And then, friends just beat the shit out of you. They are not nice about that. That's a good draw. Yeah, Veteran Explorer. There's a really cool Nick Fit deck. There's a player you're probably aware of him, a Japanese player, I think, who plays Nick Fit. All right. I mean, that's a bummer, but it could be worse. The Green Sun does not help. That's for sure. A lot of good top decks, though. That's not one of them. I am the beatdown. I mean, do they just have a second one? Right? All right. So. Knight will be a 4/4. Constructs will be 2/2s. Yeah, it's been okay. So far, so good. Opposition agent's such a beating, huh? Yeah, we're just dead. I mean, they could have just played the One Ring instead of opposition agent, and probably would be dead anyway. Oh. So they do get to see your hand with opposition agent. Best draw here is Plow, probably. Don't they get to see your hand? Am I wrong? Yeah, it's a great one. Great album. I found this way later. I think Punishing Waterfalls might have been the first person to show this to me. So I could be getting this wrong, but this is a Japanese artist who created hip hop. Love Sick is the name of the song, I believe. Hexology. But yeah, this person died in a car accident. I've had it, but yeah, thank you. Um, I think it was this song. That's gonna smart. Now, if I draw like plow, I might have a chance here if they do nothing for the rest of the game, but it's pretty unlikely. You say wire? Okay. So they could just cabal therapy here. I think that might have been a mistake. Hey, Johnny, what's up? All right. I love that. All right, a 6-mana portable hull. Neat. All right, yeah, that's gotta be it, right? Oh, you did. Cool. Did you like it? The worst, best, worst movie? Okay, so I beat. It's been all combo. Reanimate, the Epic Storm, and now like that deck. You watch it in a theater. Holy shit. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. That's cool. I think Tim and Eric were the first people that brought that to my attention. I remember seeing them on an episode and they had like some of the skits from it and I was like, what the fuck was that? I liked it. All right. Flooded Strand probably means we get to play some Magic this game. That's pretty cool. Yeah. It says, oh, it's a cold classic for sure. By Moloch? Oh, that's cool. I guess they plow, bro. You know? I think the move is Bayou. All right. That is counterspell, or that is killed. Don't really know what my next move is going to be. Counterbalance. Kind of silly. I think it's this. A mountain. Okay. And then let's bog to play around like Snapcaster. I sort of feel like 4 mana is probably nothing in their deck. So maybe that's what we do. Like, what could be 4? Yeah. Well, they reveal back to basics. That's bad. My options here, I think, are just Outland Liberator. Play this. And I don't even think I attack. Okay. Prismatic ending on that, sure. That they hit their land drop. They do. Okay. I hate that. Kind of thinking about Icetel? Maybe that's the move. Mill Dryad Arbor. Yeah. Yeah, I like trying the new cards too. That's part of it. All right, so that's not really gonna help me. Let's do this. IO. We hit a cradle. That's not really too good. It's not bad. Might be the move. 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could Moloch. Is that worth it? This. All right, Force Pitch Force, sure. Not what I wanted. I like them so far. Don't really want a Wasteland. We really want a how's it called? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Here's a giant Moloch. The Bailiff card? Yeah. Right. And then we draw a card. Get a Caracas. And we have a 10/10, so. Cool. Alright. Don't Terminus. Don't Supreme Verdict. These for sure. Force of Vigor, maybe. I know they have Counterbalance. Probably Force of Vigor, yes. Take those out. Collector Oof out. I typically board out Dorks in these matchups. And bring in Beef. Because maybe if that for like a Walker. Probably not this, though. Shadow Spear's not going to be very good. Maybe we keep the bird. Lantern. I think that's fine. Tough call. I'm dumb enough to keep it. About half the deck is lands, so I think the probability of drawing a land is pretty high. There it is. Mystic. Okay. That's actually a little rough. Batterskull? Okay, red land, please. Nope. All right. The good news is if it's just Batterskull, we're okay. The bad news is if it's Caldra, it's going to be a very tough game to win. think we do this now. Might be this tough call here. Safekeeper seems really good. Yeah. So. Yo, good seeing you. Thank you. I think we just sit. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, I may just delete it. I wanted to support a lot of those people, but a lot of them are gone. I think it's just this. And I think Arbor is gone, so now it does change some of the dynamic here. But we still have the constructs. Yeah. Uh do I still have Bog? And do I care? I think I do. So because I could just hard cast a skull. And I also Saga can get me Haywire Might or Pithing Needle. We get a second Saga? Six is significant. Sure. So really, it's just like a second Mystic would be pretty scary, though. Deals 1 damage to each creature. That's pretty good. Wow. Each is big. I will counter the blue spell. Damn it. All right. Well, I got the robot army. Teague is really good, huh? Let's do it. Cool. There it is. I mean, that's the kind of Magic that I like playing. We lost to the really unfair shit, and then we beat the fair shit. So Just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Yeah, it would be nice. I think I usually upload it for you too, you know? Or better. Scary though, because there's just so many combo decks in this format. And playing this silly deck. Let's lead with this. Sure. Grim, yep, of course. It's pretty rough now because cast. All right, so I got a shot. I think it's Wasteland. Does feel kind of shitty because I did play the Bayou first to protect it. Yep. Not playing games here. Next turn's kind of tough. If they play... Oh. Yep. And then they could just untap the Grim. If they search for something... Of course not. One ring, yep. Super brutal. Oof. And so we play Saga, I guess. And then... play a Knight. Could have some like really crazy kill shot with Frenzied, but I doubt it. The fact that Tez can untap the One Ring and can search for like a Grindstone is pretty crazy. They could win the game here if they have Painter. Yep. Neat. Okay. We got a good chance though, because blue does enable us to have these. I think I want that. Hey, it's the Chill Guy song. Soul Guide, probably not great. I don't think I'm gonna run with that. Ooh. I might take out once. That's kind of slow. Don't think I really want Reclaimers and Bog. After that, it gets a little harder. Maybe no Shadow Spear. think I do want Frenzied, actually. And maybe over something like a bird. Try that. Basketball is my favorite sport. No. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's that. And we end up getting a bio here. Or a scrubland. Um, hard to say. Undecided. That is a very good question. Undecided is ultimately where I am on that. Turn 1 4 mana. My favorite play is the alley oop. '80s rap was so innocent compared to '90s rap. Basketball is my favorite sport. I love the way they dribble up and down the court. And then '90s rap is like, I will kill you. And then I will. The women that you like, they like me better. Oop. Best draw here is probably a green creature. Maybe the bailiff. Portable hole, I think, is an option if they have it in their deck. Do the hoop, y'all. Aether Spellbomb. Cool. Do the hoop, y'all. It's basketball. Do the hoop, y'all. Could have taken the risk and force pitch, but I think this card's just too good. That is tough. I think it's still better to play the white here. A lot of mana. Right. So bam, bam, bam. Get like a haywire might here. Attack that. Cool. I think I wait a turn. Kind of thinking I just hard cast Force of Vigor here. Okay. Grindstone, sure. Could turn this into a waste. I think that's better. Cool. Or four. Pretty big. Oh. That was bad. It's okay though. I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to leave up Scrub or Savannah for like the crazy possible top decks they could have. Mike can kill the One Ring. And I don't know if I want to use it yet. I could also kill the Grindstone. It's just more flexible, I guess. It also kills Saga. It's just Needle makes you commit. Might does not. But Not super confident with my choice here, but it looks like we got it. Yep. Uh, should do it. Yeah. I don't think I've seen any graveyard stuff, right? So I think I'm good to keep this the way it is. Turn 2 oof, can't say no. Might even fetch. If I draw Arbor, I will be really sad though. That seems to happen at the worst times, you know? Yeah. Damn. Alright. Really good. I will fetch just to thin the deck here. But could Mawlock, but I think I'm just probably gonna oof. There's Pedal. Yep. Yeah, it's oof. I think I'm even gonna fetch again. Go to Savannah, I think. You know? Night or Wasteland. Okay. Pretty good. Loot. Swords. Okay. Sure. I mean, that's pretty good. The four banger right there if they want to be aggressive, which I think they should be. Okay. Do I have another Greenland? I do. Wow. I mean, if they miss a land drop, I have a chance here. They do not. Okay. We're in big trouble. Force of Vigor or something is one of my only chances. Nope. Yeah. Oh, that's so late. Right. Cool. Okay. I think we do this now. There's a chance here. Wondering if I block with the Arbor. Probably. Yeah. Holy shit. All right. Uh, Ooh. Yeah, feeling that way. Okay. Yeah. The declare block. Blow up the One Ring. Yeah. Cool. Right. Man, these draws are really unkind, though. We're gonna block with the construct. And attacking doesn't do anything because of the One Ring. Or we may not even block. Probably do block, though. This Force of Vigor's been... This hand sucks. This hand is just unkind. I'll put it that way. Yeah. 6 is pretty big. I think I probably would have got the Aether Spellbomb, though. I think that's higher upside. Do I take 6? They don't attack. Okay. The Pithing Needle is an option here. White. Cool. I might have just missed lethal. That sounds like something I would do. Yeah, we can't. All right. Gonna hold on. All right, they have something. Right. Glad I didn't go all in. Those look like good draws. Yep. Yep. Another One Ring. Okay. Took a draw. That in a play. Do I just win if I cast it? I think so. Hard cast force. Okay. Yeah. I think I still win now. Because I think I still have Talon Gate. Oh. Yeah, a little loose at the end. Cool. I don't know if I would change anything yet. So, yeah, it was 3-2. But my losses were to, like, mono black Karn with opposition agent. So, like, the Punishing Fire version might have been slightly better or something. But, like, I might have even boarded Pun out, depending on, like, what that configuration looked like. And then, the other loss, it was definitely combo. What was it? Oh, Entomb. So really, the only other thing I could do is change, say, like spell bomb and these for like 4 ley lines. And then at that point, I have a better chance at like beating BS, but then a lower chance at beating Entomb or beating like the Reanimate deck. So to me, I don't think that's a trade that I would make. Ice Till was decent. It was pretty good. I mean, I think a lot of 4 drops would have been pretty good. 2 Reclaimers didn't feel that good. Cradle was okay. 2 Saga felt sufficient. You could probably bump it to 3. I wouldn't go to 1, I don't think. I think 2 and 2 is probably fine, though. Building the robot army, I really like. Oh, shoot. Hey, thank you. Thanks for the continued support. Really appreciate it. What? The Mana Dorks, 1 bird, 2 ignoble, 2 noble. No idea. Could be good, could be bad. Maybe, you know, no strong opinion about that. Once didn't perform very well today, I don't think. Definitely a lot of flooding on 26 lands. It's really 24 in my mind, because Urza's Saga I don't consider a land. Sure, of course. If you have a moment, I'd like to pick your legacy, Maverick Brain. Our local community is abandoning Modern at a rapid pace. Everyone buying into Legacy. I'm looking at picking up this list. Do you have any opinion? Thanks. Let's check it out. Okay. I've never seen this before. I have not spent any time studying. Like I really every once in a while look at like how popular cards are. But I'm not like looking at deck dumps these days. I like this. First thing I'll say is a deck like this will reward format knowledge. So if you're just learning Legacy, I think you can pick this up and you'll become a much better player. If you're an experienced Legacy player, this deck will still be pretty good. The thing I like about it most... Oh, you played Legacy for many years, just with taxes. Okay. The thing that I like about this list the most is it is one Gaia's Cradle. Because as a human being, when you buy 4 of these, you are much more likely to just continue to play elves. The fact that it's 1, I think is fine. Oh, and you own it. That's great. That's great. How does it cast Teague in the board? Let's take a second look then. We have a 2 Bayou. Yeah, so that is something I personally do not like playing, you know, non-fetchable sources for cards that I have. But there's 3 ways. The first way is what Lothringer said, and the second way is what Pasta said, and then of course the third way is you Green Sun for it, which really is not casting it. But yeah, your Noble Hierarchs, you can't bank on it, but you might get that. Your Talon Gate, you can't bank on it, but you're on 2. I guess the chances are that you run 4 Green Sun Zenith and 1 Teague. And I think that would be something like 80% of the time you'd be Green Sunning for it if you wanted it. You are going to draw it at some point if you play long enough. The community seems like I would look at a lot of lists if you haven't already and see if that is the trend to not only play Teague, but to not play a fetchable source for Teague and, you know, get your own reps on it. I played Deathrite Shaman for years, and I would play 1 Bayou. And I would play 1 Bayou just for the activation of Deathrite Shaman. I wouldn't even have a black card in there. And I always was like, where the hell is my Bayou? You know? But that was also a 4-color list. It was Punishing Maverick with Deathrite Shaman. A 2-color list might not be as bad. The other thing is you are running Reclaimer and White, and that will increase the likelihood that you'll find a gate if you really need it. But I think Teague is probably mostly a response to the Beans lists and jerks like Bryant Cook. Leyline, kind of the same thing. Yeah. So my take is, as a very long time Maverick player, White of the Reliquary may just be a better card than Knight of the Reliquary. In a lot of ways it is. 2 mana versus 3 mana is big. Knight in play is better than White in play, but a 3 mana card being better than a 2 mana card is not surprising. And even then, it's not strictly better. It's just often going to be better. I think Maverick is a lot of fun to play. I think you could see like the kind of list that I have here plays much different, much more like control-y, much more games go late. You do some cool shit. This thing here is much more like you're going to end the game pretty quickly with Scythe Cat and White. And the other great thing about this deck in the current meta is White of the Reliquary can get you Bajuka Bog. And I think that's like really, really important. So it's good against the most popular deck. It's got game against tempo. Yeah. Something I will say, and it's not that big of an investment, but this $16 card, Ice Till Explorer, is definitely not necessary. It would really surprise me in the coming weeks if this card stuck around. I think this is a great card, but I don't think this deck benefits from it. There's only 3 Wastelands. Getting more fetches is, when you already have a 4 mana card in play, is probably not going to help you. Second crop rot, yeah, probably quite a few things, right? A lot of options. An overworked sideboard? Well, what do you mean? But yeah, definitely my take would be this was a player who was like, this card seems cool, let's try it. But I could be wrong. Yeah. Crop Rot is one of those cards, though, like, and this is going to be more philosophy. You know, you've played a lot of Legacy, so I think you can make your own call here. Cards like Crop Rotation in a deck like this is only really going to be good and very, very situational. They have a plow on the stack, and your White of the Reliquary is uh summoning sick, or they wasteland you and you have your crop rotation, or they go entomb and you go crop rotation, which is probably really why it's there. Um, Drawing 2 crop rots is likely going to be a bummer. So in some ways, I like it as a one of. Or just meta call, you know, if you're playing your locals. But yeah, I think those are probably the 2 cards that are really meta call when I look at it here. Logari Maverick. It's kind of crazy that these are all getting put together in the same thing. Oh, well, this is White of the Reliquary, so this is pretty different. Cool. Yeah. I love the toolbox deck. I think as a Taxes player, you'll appreciate that. Oops, I think might have been kind of cool because you could play your own, like, secret little toolbox. Like, I've seen Oops decks play Beseech and stuff like that, or, like, pivot to, like, something you just don't expect. I'm not saying it's smart. Hey, anytime. Just my 2 cents. Oh shit. Hey, you didn't have to do all that. Thank you. Oh, yo, that's such a good name, Coke Rage. Holy shit. Oh, hey, thank you for the gifted subs. Really, I definitely appreciate the support. I don't want to discourage anybody from that, but never feel obligated to donate. I got a good job, and I kind of just do this for fun, engagement on the community. But I do appreciate it. You know, thank you. And, yeah, I just want to connect with people. Give back, then. There you go. I'm gonna go into your channel and get 5 subs. You know. But no, thank you. I do appreciate it. Just never feel obligated, of course, you know. I'm here for the love of the game. Cool. Yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna raid Harain. Thanks for your continued support. Good seeing you all. Yeah, and it's surprising. I don't know how Modern is right now, but I feel like Legacy is at a relative low point. I think Legacy is probably good 4 months out of the year on average. You know, it's such a great format. Tier 2 Legacy's fucking awesome. Best game out there, in my humble opinion. But, like, try hard, sweaty people playing the Tier 1 decks and just net decking and just trying to further refine it is like, and then you're like, today I'll try Jund. I wonder if him the Torok's good. And you're like, oh, man. Yeah. Sometimes I just kind of wish the Legacy community, like, one thing Richard Garfield said, I think on the episode he had the professor on, was like, take control of your playgroup. And, like, I do feel like I have some influence in the community, and I do kind of feel like, could we just get together and just be like, they're doing a bad job. Can we just not play those decks? You know, like, I don't know. It's just my take on it. 5, yeah, 5. Holy shit, that is a lot. Yeah, and not just that. Not only is it the best deck, but the tryhards are going to be playing it, who are usually pretty good, and it just brings those numbers higher. Then you have dorks like me trying to win with whatever I think is cool. But we have a really cool raid here. I'm sure you've all heard of them by now. Rain, probably the hardest working legacy streamer that I'm aware of at this point. Him and Tony. So yeah, anytime. Yeah, I'll respond to you on Discord too. I'm gonna shower and stuff, but I'll reach back out. So long.